Good morning, everybody. And as we start our session number 519, I am going to talk to you about something which is very, very important for all of us, because we live in a world where we would like to get a lot of things, right? We'd like to receive a lot of things. And the paradox of being human is that even though you desire to receive, we are blocking the receiving. Okay, so I want to remind you of something which I've been saying to you very frequently, and that is the way you see yourself is the way you treat yourself, and the way you treat yourself is the way you treat others, and the way you treat others is the way they treat you. So one of the ways in which you block is the way you treat yourself. All right. So let's talk about something called trust. Okay. Now, a lot of people will say that I don't trust myself. And if you don't trust yourself, how are you ever going to have money, or how are you going to receive anything if you don't trust yourself? Now, if you accept a lie, because it's a lie, you know, if you accept a lie of not trusting you, you're also accepting another lie, that is, I do not trust the universe. Because the way you see yourself is the way you see others, right? If I don't trust myself, I don't trust the universe. And you're not willing to trust that the universe will contribute to you and the universe will provide to you. So by not trusting yourself, will you be a part of the universe that can be trusted?
No.
So all the members of the Good to Great who were there yesterday and who are not here today, please tell them that they should watch this session on YouTube. It'll be very useful for them, right? So let's do a little clearing here. What have you made so vital about never having trust in you that keeps you eternally seeking the necessity of destroying you and never saving you? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and po, all nine shorts, boys, powads, and beyonds. So one more time. What have you made so vital about never having trust in you that keeps you eternally seeking the necessity of destroying you and never saving you? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and po, nine shorts, boys, powads, and beyonds. So the question I wish to ask you this morning is, how many ways is it showing up in your life that you don't trust you? What are the symptoms that are there in our life of the fact that you don't trust yourself, or we don't trust ourselves? In other words, how do you know? I mean, what is the evidence that you are seeing in your life that tells you that, boss, you are not trusting yourself? Yeah, Priya. Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir. I don't take actions. I'm not in integrity. Unless I'll do something, I won't do it. And I won't take any risk. And I'll make calculative moves. इतना करूंगी तो I'll be safe. इससे ज़्यादा तो I won't be able to handle that. And even if I do what I say, फिर मुझे ऐसे लगा अरे यार कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो जाए, कुछ गड़बड़ ना हो जाए. So yes.
Yeah, these are all signs that you don't trust yourself. Beautiful. It's a very big thing you said. So that makes us live a very limited life, ना? कि अपने आप को हम हमेशा सीमित रखेंगे. We'll always keep ourselves within the boundaries of what we think is safe. All right, good. Thank you so much. Reddy Garu, good morning to you, sir. Today you are invisible.
Good morning, sir.
There you are.
So when we think that I can't do it, that itself is you don't trust yourself.
Exactly. And it's one of the most self-sabotaging things ever possible, because you say, I can't do it, and then you don't do it. And
Yes.
if you don't do it, you never did it. So you failed anyway.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing it. Yeah, Kunen.
Yeah, thank you, sir, and very good morning, one and all. So what is coming to me is that if I am having the conversation with myself, I'm confused. I'm not having the right conversation, or the thoughts whatsoever I am creating is something ambiguous, or some additional thoughts are coming and distracting me. So maybe I'm not able to manage my thoughts in a proper way.
I am a little confused about what you're saying. Can you repeat that, please?
Like it's all about a self conversation, and maybe I'm not very clear about the way I am communicating with self. The thoughts whatsoever I am creating, or some random thoughts are coming, so it's creating all the ambiguity. So is it I'm not able to manage my thoughts with the complete awareness?
So 1 minute. So hang on. So looks like you're asking me why you don't trust yourself. That's what it sounds like to me.
I'm trying to find why I'm not trusting myself.
That's what I've just said, that it seems to me that you are trying to find out why. But my question was not about why you don't trust yourself. No? My question was, okay, what is happening in life that shows you that you are not trusting yourself?
Yeah, I'm not clear about my thoughts.
So you know that you're not trusting yourself.
Yeah.
Is that how you know that you're not trusting yourself?
Yes, the origin is thoughts, the action comes later.
Yeah. So, but what will you find out that you are doing that you know that you're not trusting yourself? Obviously, it's originating in your thought. But if you notice that at that moment when you are not doing something, you're not even aware of what your thought is doing.
Yeah, I think I'm not being in the state of trusting myself and not taking action.
So not taking action shows you na कि मैं trust नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Like Priya so simply, I mean, so beautifully and simply said, all those things that you were saying is a very clear symptom of not trusting yourself.
Yeah, but before that, I'm not being. I'm somewhere else.
ठीक है, we are not going into that right now.
Okay.
अभी हम भाई जब आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो पहले तो आपकी नब्ज देखता है ना. I mean, see, the only place you can normally look is outside. Then you immediately, the danger signal will come and say, hey, why am I not trusting myself? मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ अपने दिमाग में that I'm not trusting myself? So that's a good one, but we'll go into it. Why and what? Great. Thank you. Shakti ji.
For me, my own judgments about myself, the fear of unknown. These two things, sir.
So what do you see yourself doing because you don't trust yourself? That's what I'm asking. So when there is fear of unknown, what will you do?
I'm not taking any actions. I'm not moving forward.
Right. And one of the reasons that people are not clear, creating outside their boundaries is that they don't trust themselves to do it. They don't trust that the universe will support them in doing it. Yeah, so keep looking at it. Thank you, Shakti. Yeah, go and Vetrivel and then Rama.
Sir, for me, evidence is when I give undue importance or too much importance to the outside world or persons or events. If I get that awareness, then there is a variation in trust. If trust is there, I should be with myself that something. Whenever I give importance to outside, it could be person, it could be event, it could be any challenges, then there is a variation in trust. That's how I understand.
Yeah, so let me ask the question slightly differently for you and for Kunal also. What is it that you don't do because you don't trust yourself?
Exactly, the little opposite. Like if I value outside things, like something powerful is outside than me, then there is a variation in trust. That's
No,
how I
no,
understand.
you are telling me when there is a variation. I'm asking you, what do you do because you don't trust yourself? Or what is it that you don't do because you don't trust yourself?
I don't see challenge as a small thing. Like I don't see myself as a bigger thing. Like we started with the quote, how do we outside? No, so I become small, challenge becomes bigger.
Ah,
Then that's indication.
and when that happens, what do you do?
I don't do.
You don't do, right? So if there is something that you're planning to do, or even
I don't do.
it could be a simple thing, like I ask you a question, what do you want to create? And we may not even think about that.
Yes.
We might be thinking, okay, how can I create? I mean, the world is so overwhelming. How can I create? So like that, you're saying. Okay, good. So what you're saying, let me summarize it. What you're saying is that when you don't trust yourself, the world becomes bigger than you.
Yes.
And I look like a small person. How can I do it? Right?
Exactly.
And that will
Exactly.
stop you from doing many things in life. That's what you're saying.
100%.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Rama,
Yes, sir. So constantly waiting for the validation and acceptance from outside is one way of not trusting me. Putting it other way, I'm not accepting myself. I'm not trusting myself. I'm not validating myself is the indication of not trusting myself.
that's fine. But see, Rama, after all, in this world, there is a possibility of creating something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And opposed to that is just doing survival stuff, right?
Yes.
So for example, all I would classify everything. I must be happy. I must be comfortable. My family must be happy. I should be protected. All the I oriented or my oriented or mine oriented stuff is all survival stuff, right?
Yes.
And I find that many people don't even trust themselves to do that adequately.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, let's say that, so the possibility of something greater, see, the possibility that you can create a greater reality in this world will never occur, no?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so what I'm trying to point to the people here is, what is it you're not doing in life because you don't trust yourself, you don't trust the universe, and that contribution of the universe is being denied to you because you don't want to trust it. Because if you don't trust yourself, you can't trust the universe too.
Exactly. Yeah.
What you're saying is right, but I want people to start looking at, hello, so what? I don't trust myself. I'm surviving, no? I'm taking care of my family, no? All my needs I'm fulfilling, no? A lot of people might think like that. So what if I don't trust myself? So I'm saying, if you don't trust yourself, what are you not doing that you could do? What
Yeah,
are the
but
possibilities that are
even
getting
whatever, yeah, even whatever so-called I'm taking care of myself and my family is also with a lot of difficulties. If I don't trust myself and still doing that, so it
Yeah,
is so much of effort, so much of stress, and so much of work.
right. So ease and joy goes missing, no, for sure.
Exactly, sir.
That's why the children who are, I don't know what we should call these guys, is pure trust, And then very interesting, we'll come to something interesting after this as to one of the ways in which we are getting polluted. Yes, Tekudin.
Yeah, because frankly speaking, I know this person from long time, from my childhood itself, and I don't have any experience of, getting the words done. That means there
Yeah.
is a continuous breakage of trust, and we are feeling, yeah, it will happen again. That became a habit because somebody said, yeah, it can happen, it will not happen. So if we want to trust someone, we should have experience of, the worthy. That means it is words was, well said and well kept. So from the childhood experience or from long time experience of not a trustable person, maybe knowingly or unknowingly, we are feeling why we should trust. It is doubtful. We are becoming doubtful. Maybe it's 100% we can trust or not.
You are
So,
doubting yourself. That's what you're
maybe
saying.
most of the times, and we are not ready to take that action most of the time. I feel that because of that, we are not
Exactly.
getting that solved.
So that what, because we are not taking action, what's happening? We are limiting ourselves in our life, no? There is a boundary that is created.
Yeah, it is related to integrity and boundary we are creating with our all the bad experiences. We are always keeping a firewall to go forward. Yeah.
Yeah, either just to survive inside that firewall and never going outside it. So there is always a cap on how much we can grow if we do that, right? All right,
Yes,
Shakti.
yes, in the safe zone.
Yeah, Shakti, go ahead.
Just adding one more point regarding the receiving. Okay, I do have a belief like the receiving source should be very narrowed down. It's like very limited source only I'm able to accept it. Because if something from other sources, I'm thinking that I cannot handle it. That I'm not trusting.
Yeah,
I cannot
handle
handle
it.
Yes.
That is not trusting yourself. No? I
Yes.
cannot handle it.
I cannot handle it. Yes.
So will you receive?
No.
Okay, very nice. Thank you very much. Yes, Shanti ji, our resident philosopher. Shanti ji, good morning.
Good morning, sir, and good morning to all of you. The thing is like, we want to, when we take action, things go out of our control. We want to have everything under our control. When we feel that if things are going out of control, we feel agitated. We don't feel safe.
So do
And
you,
don't rest
you are
the
not trusting. Hang on a second. You are not trusting yourself to handle that.
Yes.
That if I'll not be able to handle it and the things will go out of control.
Yes.
That is a sign of you're not trusting. Huh?
Yes, sir.
That I'll not be able to control it.
Yes. We have to drop that intention to control.
Exactly. You will only do that if you trust yourself. Huh?
Yes.
The problem is if I don't trust myself, I'm saying, how will I survive in that type of situation? See, all our control comes from where? Why do we want to control?
We want to feel safe inside that controlled area.
Exactly.
So once we cross, when we feel that things are out of control, our safety becomes questionable.
It will be compromised. That's where,
Yes.
see, it's all a symptom of not trusting that I can handle it. Like Shakti was saying, no,
Yes.
if I receive so much, I'll be able to handle it. Great. Thank you so much for sharing it. So come back to, so there are two things happening in our life. You might have noticed it. And that's why we've got empowering morning conversations. Tell me, will you drink water from a poisoned well?
No, sir.
Yeah, you can mute yourself now, Shanti ji. You will not drink water from a poisoned well, right? Now, coming back to children. Now, you might have seen that children have absolutely trust. So they are enjoying, they do whatever they want, they don't hold back. But then the adults, they come and start polluting and poisoning their well. Hey, don't do this. You're a child, you cannot do like this, you cannot do like that. So what is happening is that very soon we get into a state where you are allowing other people's conclusions and judgments to determine who you are. Okay? Like other people's conclusion is equal to who I am. So if all your life you are being told you are a girl, you are a lady, you know, you're a boy, you cannot do this, boys don't cry. all the conclusions of other people make you lose faith in yourself, na? Trust in yourself means I'm perfect the way I am. I can handle everything. And that's what the child believes. And I'm sure you remember a time in your life when you were also like that. So the problem is that you are trying to use other people's conclusions to determine what is you. You doubt yourself because you perceive that the other person does not trust you. So if your father says, don't do this, you can't do it, you're a child, you'll fall. Now let's come to see all these people, what they're doing, they are poisoning the well for you. Every time you make a statement, say, hey, I'm going to do this, and somebody says, leave it, man, you can't do that. What do you think that person is doing? Poisoning your well. So every time somebody says something negative to you, your own belief in yourself is getting corroded, no? So what do you do with people like that? Why are we looking for other people's validation so that I can start believing in myself? You understand other people's validation that we go and ask, oh, I'm planning to do it. Do you think I can? Do you think I should do it? So that person knows more about you and your life than you do. So I want you guys to close your eyes for a moment and reflect on every person or thing that is poisoning your well. Poisoning well means making you lose your faith and trust in yourself. And how they are doing it. Many of them are doing it out of love. And how over the years, slowly and slowly, we lost our trust in ourselves. अशोक जी आप म्यूट कर लीजिए, आपका बैकग्राउंड टॉकिंग सुनाई दे रहा है. I think that's enough time for you to remember how your well was getting poisoned and how you made other people's conclusions equal to you. Anybody wants to say something? Do you remember now how often that has been happening? Even now it might be happening. Now when we get old, they'll say, you're old, Baba, don't do this. Why are you doing so much? You take rest. Okay, go on. Yes, Kunen.
Yes, sir. What's coming to me, sir? Whatsoever happened. Is gone, is past. We can't do anything. But now, if we are aware that yes, it has happened and poisoning has been done, now we have the power to change. So we have to be in a being, forget about the past is gone, and take action to.
That's what we are doing in this session, are we not?
Yeah. Thank you.
You understand? But just to notice that you are constantly, remember, why are we coming for empowering morning conversations? To dissipate the negativity that bombards us. And this will keep on happening. You understand? Are rehne do, khyali pulao, mak pakao, you know, don't think too big, you will fall flat on your face. This will go on coming. So you have to start noticing it. Let's do a clearing. Okay? We'll do another clearing. We need to do something about it. That's what Kunen is saying, and I agree with him completely. So what have you made so vital about never having trust in you that keeps you eternally seeking the necessity to destroy you and never save you? Because if you cannot save you, you cannot receive. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, online shores, boys, poads and beyonds. You know what? This extends to every area of your life. Receiving love, receiving wealth, prosperity, everything. So what have you made so vital about never having trust in you that keeps you eternally seeking the necessity to destroy you and never save you? If you cannot save you, you cannot even save money, because you have to be money in order to have money. So everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, 09 shorts, boys, poads and beyonds. All right, Vitrivel and then Hasina ji.
Sir, I'm getting two insights. One is when I look back who spoils my well, I have to remove so many people in my life. So many. And of course, I have very great people also. Thank God that I'm just purifying my well. Second point I am getting is, why do that I go to them? Something is inside, is pushing me towards them.
Yeah.
That's the question, sir, now.
Yeah. I know a lot of time it comes, he's a very practical fellow. I should take his advice.
No, sir, whenever I feel down, I go to my mother. My mother comforts me like, oh, in Tamil. Okay, let us see that thing. Something, she's not asking me to do challenge, asking me to jump. She's asking me to sleep.
You take it easy and all that. So that's fine. No problem. We need that kind of comfort and solace as well. All right. It's pure love and, especially mothers and wives and all.
Thank you, sir. It's an amazing clarity. Like, what is it inside me which sends me to the people who pollute my well?
Yeah. And they don't want to do that, by the way. If you tell them that, they'll be horrified. No. See, that's one of the reasons every morning I remind you that why are we coming here? Okay. And I promise you one thing, Konen and Vetri and everybody here, that, these so-called poisoning, it happens in so many subtle ways. Sometimes you don't even know it's happening. Remember, I keep telling you, who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Yeah. So when there are people, at least I'm telling you, 250,000 people that you are connected with energetically, and they are carrying so much of their negativity with them. Don't you think you'll be picking it up? Like this morning, I woke up and I was very heavy, like, I don't know what I'm carrying, And the moment I got up, I started doing, who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? Because I know I'm picking up some shit from somewhere. Then also it didn't go. Then I have a very powerful self-purification command that I worked on. And then I got off it and then I could come and talk to you. So energetically, so there are people in words whom you meet, they will say, and there are people who carry it. That's one of the benefits, when we come every morning, it's like having a bath and cleaning up all that stuff that we pick up. Believe you me, you'll pick it up. And a lot of stuff that you pick up is very subtle. You don't even know that you're picking it up. And one very important thing to remember, my dear friends, is that there is something inside of you, deep buried inside, which you believe so strongly about yourself. Right? And when you hear anything from outside that resonates that with the inside one, you buy that shit immediately. Because inside you only believe it, no? Like, for example, deep buried inside me always was, you lazy, fat, idiotic fellow. Okay? So anything that will remind me directly or indirectly of that will affect me. Because basically inside somewhere I'm still carrying it. No, I've never let it go. Just an example. And that is also one of the things that doesn't allow somebody to trust himself. So when we keep working on it, see, what we are doing here is working on it. We are peeling off the layers of the onion. So maybe we can destroy it completely. But at least we cannot add more pollution, no? The problem is that so much we are adding every day, just cleaning that up. We are not able to get to our own core and clear it up, no? That is another problem. All right, Hasina ji, sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all, sir. I've got my answer that comparison with my brothers and sisters is my key reason for what I am. Because when I was in the 6th standard, I failed. And my younger sister was in the 5th. So she joined me in the next class. So I was, throughout my career in school, I was really feeling a good feeling that I'm no good. And even in the class, she was much better than I was. So my childhood, I have felt that I can't do much. I'm no good. So that has carried me till today. That's my answer I have got now.
So I just want to remind everybody, thank you, Hasina ji, for sharing that. See, I am not just saying it, I mean it, and you better believe it. You are a wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being who deserves to be loved and respected for who you are. You are that. So when you don't believe that, you are not trusting yourself, no? So let's do a little clearing on that. What energy, space, and consciousness can I be that would allow me to see myself as this wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being that I am, and trust myself? And anything that is times a godzillion, will I destroy and uncreate it all? Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pog, 09 shorts, boys, poads, and beyonds. So all you have to do is believe and make sure that you clean up the daily, negativity that is going on, bombarding us. We don't have a choice about that. We don't even have a shield, In fact, if we put up a shield, we are stopping even the good things to come inside, right? So use the tools, because believe you me, I mean, most of the people here now have reached a certain level of evolution energetically also. But there are a lot of these things which come. Sometimes we don't even realize it has come. It could come silently with the fellow sitting next to you, or sitting in the other room, or sitting in India or wherever, who has those thoughts about things, and you're picking it up and resonating with that. So you remember discretion? So one of the ways you discreate the negativity that is negative you're picking up from others is, who does it belong to? Who does it belong to? My suggestion to you is, do it at least 4 or 5 times a day, at least 10, 15 times each time until you feel light. You'll be quite amazed how your receiving will start opening up. Are you willing to try that? See, that's how we deal with it, Conan. Why we have to remind you about the poisoning is, it is happening in very insidious ways, hidden, covert. We don't even know it's happening. And sometimes it's happening from those whom we love. It could be like a statement. You go and say to someone, oh, I'm going to do it. Acha, karke dekh lo. They didn't say anything. Try it out. The way they say it itself, you'll say, should I do it? And if it doesn't work out tomorrow, they'll say, see, you're always wanting to do all these crazy things. So tomorrow we want to talk more about this. A lot of people who did some great things in this world were labeled as crazy people, because they were daring to create something which was outside of this reality. Yes, sir.
So just to add a lighter moment, I am going to put a big board on my well, and it will say, well is under maintenance, no more polluting.
Stay away from this well. All right. You know what? Like you, Vetrivel are always reading my mind, it looks like. So I was just thinking, we can conclude today's session by generating some laughter. So when I say 1, 2, 3, we will all laugh 100%. So 1, 2, 3, go. So now that we've generated some positive energies, let us get ready to receive some Shairi from Vetrivel and Kunenji too. So who will go first, Vetrivel or Kunen? Vetrivel first.
Sir, thank you very much. I would like to remind the same which I told you. This is very famous. It says, "Edukkan Varungal Naguga." It starts with, meaning whenever you get a problem, just laugh it out.
So that we are experts in doing, aren't we? All right, very nice. Thank you very much. And Kunen.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for so much clarity on trust and universe. तो मुझे शेर याद आ रहा है जनाब, पुराना है कि तेरा मशकूर हूँ ऐ मेरे खुदा, मैं मोहब्बत की इस इंतहा के लिए। तेरा मशकूर हूँ ऐ मेरे खुदा, मैं मोहब्बत की इस इंतहा के लिए। हो गई आसान मेरी सभी मुश्किलें, जब उठे हाथ मेरी दुआ के लिए।
Wow. So how about the translation? Hasina ji, will you help with that?
I didn't get the meaning of the word mashkur.
That's thankfulness.
Okay.
शुक्रिया से मशकूर।
So line by line करें and then she can.
तो तेरा मशकूर हूँ ऐ मेरे खुदा, मैं मोहब्बत की इंतहा के लिए।
God, I am grateful to you for the testing of love.
So many blessings, tremendous blessings. Each and every cell, just imagine, each and every cells, if one molecule shifts here and there, gone. So we can't count the blessings of our creator, of the universe. हो गई सारी मेरी सब, हो गई आसान मेरी सभी मुश्किलें।
All my difficulties became easy.
All my difficulties have been solved. Became easy.
जब उठे मेरे हाथ दुआ के लिए।
When I raise my hands for prayers.
So complete trust, complete surrender of self and universe will bring the life full of ease, joy, and glory.
Yeah, so when you raise your hands, you're actually allowing yourself to receive the energy.
Right.
Of the universe, or God, or whatever. Great. Thank you, Kunen. Thank you. मुश्किलें होगी आसान जब हाथ उठे दुआ के लिए. Wow. All you have to do is ask and you will receive. And on that note, guys, thank you very much and have a wonderful day. God bless you. See you tomorrow morning. Bye.
God bless everyone.
Stay blessed. Bye. Bye.